As Al Ewing's Immortal Hulk races toward its finale, spin-off limited series Gamma Flight also heads toward its conclusion. Written by Ewing and Crystal Frazier with art from Lan Medina and Antonia Fabella, Gamma Flight focuses on the anti-Hulk task force of the same name, made up of Gamma-empowered characters such as Absorbing Man, Doc Sasquatch, and Del Fry, along with other allies including Puck of Alpha Flight, She-Hulk's rival, and Absorbing Man's wife, Titania, and America Chavez. In this preview of Gamma Flight number 4, we're offered a glimpse back into the past of Dion Fortean, the daughter of General Rick Fortean, as she finds out about her father's transformation into a new Abomination-type Gamma villain. Initially the leader of Shadow Base, whose mission was to capture and experiment on the Hulk, General Fortean has been one of the main villains throughout the run of Immortal Hulk and its spin-offs. And it's not just readers who get some insight into Fortean's experiments from his daughter, which include strange gamma-related surgeries done to Hulk's son Scar and even mutating his own daughter. Dion also spills the beans to Gamma Flight themselves, as they attempt to track down Emil Blunksy, the original Abomination. Official description for Gamma Flight number 4. Children of Monsters. Scar, the son of Hulk, and Dion, daughter of Redacted. Get the origin story of the Marvel Universe's newest, deadliest Gamma mutate. Plus Absorbing Man pushes his abilities to the max and it goes badly. Rick Jones and Del Fry make a desperate move that grants them new, horrifying abilities. This team of Hulk hunters is breaking apart, and their enemy knows it. Don't miss this issue's Immortal Revelations. Fantastic Four number 36 continues Johnny Storm's cosmic evolution into what Doctor Doom called a true Human Torch when he shot Johnny with a ray gun that made his flaming powers go totally haywire back in Fantastic Four number 34. Unable to turn his powers off, Johnny has quickly gone from being the Fantastic Four's happy-go-lucky daredevil to an emotional wreck as he faces a fate not unlike that of Ben Grimm, who is traditionally, but not always, perpetually trapped as the Thing, but with much more dangerous implications for anyone or anything around him that isn't fireproof. In this 4-page preview from writer Dan Slott, artists Nico Leon and Dono Sanchez Almara, and letterer Joe Caramagna, Johnny has a flamed-on freak-out in Reed Richards' lab as the self-proclaimed Mr. Fantastic tries to figure out how to stop Johnny from getting hotter and hotter as the cosmic energy in his body builds uncontrollably. At the same time, Franklin Richards, Reed's teenage son, seems to have a solution that may work for everyone: drain Johnny's excess cosmic power, and use it to re-empower his own reality-altering abilities. On the other hand, Sue Richards, Johnny's sister, and Franklin's mom, finds this to be more than a little selfish. Official description for Fantastic Four, 2018, number 36. Unstable, the fallout from the Bride of Doom and death in 4 dimensions can still be felt. And now the 60th anniversary of the Fantastic Four has led to this. Kang the Conqueror number 3 preview. We've seen Kang take his destiny and fate into his own hands, but that goes for young Kang as well, who follows his future self to the place where the Kang we know battled the Avengers for the first time. The Avengers are the least of either Kang's worries though, with Doctor Doom around. Doom isn't too keen on anyone messing with his timeline, least of all someone who fancies himself as influential and powerful as Kang, and he's more than up to the task of dispatching the would-be conqueror of time before he even really gets started. The preview also reveals Apocalypse on the first page taking some interest, while the second page showcases that classic Avengers battle. The third page is all Doom vs Kang. Time may mean nothing to Kang, but Kang means everything to us. This is the book we've been wanting to write for years, Lansing said. It's a total dream come true for Colin and I to be making our Marvel debut. We're best friends who first met through a mutual love of Young Avengers, Runaways, and Ultimate Spider-Man. But to make our first mark with a character as storied as Kang the Conqueror, on a very personal pitch we never in a million years thought would be greenlit, is a genuine honor. Carlos Magno is delivering jaw-dropping work that recalls the exacting detail and operatic emotion of Kang's co-creator Jack Kirby. We're genuinely stunned by every new page. Add the brilliant colors by Espen Grundetjern, letters by the Marvel master Joe Caramanga, and the insightful leadership of our editor Alana Smith, and you've got a team worthy of one of Marvel's greatest unsung characters. Preview of the death of Doctor Strange number 1. At the start of the preview, Doctor Strange finds Pavel Plotnik Mr. Rasputin, who is breaking down in a very public place as a result of his connection to the plane of Cinnabis. The Sorcerer Supreme severs that connection, freeing Plotnik from his suffering in the process. Afterwards, Doctor Strange tells the two cops who nearly shot Plotnik to instead make sure he gets hospitalized. Created by Dennis O'Neil and Steve Ditko, Plotnik debuted in 1966 Strange Tales number 145. A descendant of Russian mystic Grigory Rasputin, Plotnik shot Doctor Strange, sending the Sorcerer Supreme to the hospital. Eventually, Doctor Strange triumphed over Plotnik by sending an astral projection of himself against the villain. Since then, Plotnik has made sporadic appearances in the Marvel Universe. Official description for Death of Doctor Strange number 1. Dr. Stephen Strange is the world's greatest neurosurgeon and Earth's Sorcerer Supreme. He defends our planet from the supernatural and interdimensional threats no other hero is equipped to handle. But what would happen if he unexpectedly died? Who would protect Earth and keep the mystical evils at bay? And most importantly, who killed Stephen Strange? The final chapter in the life of Doctor Strange starts here by Jed MacKay and Lee Garbett. The classic X-Men villain Sabretooth is returning in 2022, as the star of his own series by Victor LaValle, Leonard Kirk, and Rain Barradoug. All mutants are welcome on the living island of Krakow, and the world has agreed an amnesty that means mutants have been forgiven of all their past sins. The mutant nation is now home to heroes like the X-Men, mutant vampires like Selene and Emplate, and even actual Nazis such as the Fenris twins. Sometimes life on the island gets messy. The Shadow King is causing some major issues right now, but in general, the mutants are just about managing to get along. But there is one mutant who has effectively been banished from Krakow, into the pit of judgment where he has been a prisoner since shortly after Krakow was established. Sabretooth killed humans while on a mission for Charles Xavier and Magneto, and the X-Men promised humanity there would be justice. The X-Men's ruling Quiet Council decided to cast him into a mysterious pit of judgment, where he has been imprisoned all this time. Nobody appears to ever expect Sabretooth to return, whether by leaving the pit or through the resurrection protocols. Given Victor Creed has a healing factor, this seemed like an eternal imprisonment. But it seems life hasn't been quiet for Sabretooth after all, because Marvel Comics has announced a new Sabretooth series coming in January 2022.